Hi guys, it's Bella. Welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And what am I doing sitting in my front room? Well, this is the look I wanted to do for you today. It's a new palette and it's the Mermaid palette, Mermaids Forever by Makeup Revolution. And I wanted to do it after last week, you know, last Saturday when I did the Delicious palette. It really worried me, those clouds going over, and I didn't quite know what to do really, so I'm kneeling on my front floor. So what I did is I did the tutorial for today. I showed you how I did it upstairs in under my ring light, but I don't always think that gives you, I think I need maybe a ring light that mine doesn't adjust, the light doesn't adjust, it's like a Super Trooper, I've told you before. So I maybe need one that adjusts, but to me, I can see what I'm doing to work, but it doesn't really give a true, I don't think a true colour. Okay, so I just wanted you to have the choice of seeing both really. You don't normally see me from such a distance, do you? There. That's it. And see it closer up. So I just wanted you to be able to see it sort of under real light and under artificial light, and you can get a better judgment then for yourself, can't you? So let's go and put it on now. I'll put some pictures up. See you in a minute. Okay, so we will start. I'm not sure what colours. What should I do? Because there's so many in there. Now, I did pink last week, didn't I, with the Delicious palette. So I think I will go in. I'll decide as I go along. I've not practiced this, can you tell? I'm going to start with the Forever. Look, I've kept the thing, I'll lose it eventually, but I've got it at the moment. The one in the top right hand corner here, which is called Forever. And this is just a matte beige colour, white colour, you know, base colour. My goodness gracious me, can't think of the word. Okay, so that's all that basically, just the cream going over. It's more of an off-white ivory really, going over just to sort of seal my lip primer and so forth. So I'm going to start today with, this kind of greeny down here, which is kind of an olive colour. And I'm just going to put that back and forth. I've got the mirror to see it here as well. I want you to see what I'm doing, and I've got the mirror there so I can see what I'm doing. So we're just going to go back and forth with that one, slightly lifting at the edge, very slightly lifting at the edge like that. That's an olive colour, but it looks quite grey. What one's that called, guys? Under the Sea. So that's quite, sometimes it doesn't come out on camera exactly the same, but it is quite a nice transition colour. So I'm going to put the same on the other eye. So the next colour I'm going to use is this one here, which is a really dark green, and it's called Prince. And what I want to do with this one is I go on the bottom of the transition colour. So just follow that line on the bottom. Try and keep your head back. Just following that bottom line, not going up into the transition colour. Just following that bottom line like that. You can wet this if you want it a little bit sort of more deeper, but I prefer not to. Do use a primer though. Now next one. And we're going to blend that in, but not coming up. We don't want to go up into the transition. We want this to be slightly darker. Can you see? Okay. So when that's done, I'm going to take this colour here, which, let's see what it's called for you guys. It's called Creature. So I'm going to take this one here and very carefully blend it on that edge there. Be very careful. Don't want it too much. Blend it out, but it's between your transition colour and the base colour that you use to cover all over your lid. I'm just putting that like that. However much you feel you're comfortable with. I don't even know if you can see that, guys. Okay, so that's the base. That's going to surround the colour. So there's nothing at all in your face there, is there? It's just blended out. Although there's a few colours, it's just blended out into each other to give us sort of a halo around the colours that we're going to use. Okay, so I'm going to start with the colour and use this lilac-y one here. And I'm going to put that one on the next shade down, so it's coming below my crease colour, but not right onto my lids. Can you see what I've done there? I hope you can see, guys. Okay, so that one that I put there, you can see it's coming down. I hope you can see it, guys, because I don't think the light gives the proper colouring. That one I put there is called Urchin. A lot of colours used in this, but I'll list them all below what they are. And the next colour that I'm going to use is this kind of navy colour here. Let's see what that's called, guys. Splash. So I'm going to get that splash. Now I'm coming up, you know my trick with my eyeliner, really, really close to the lashes. You can wet this if you like, you know, if you prefer it a little bit stronger, you can wet this, and I've done that myself, but I'm not going to do it today, but you can do that. And we want just that tiny little V there. See the tiny little brush I'm using? We just want it in that V there and going underneath. So this is a real much deeper blue. Building up quite a lot of different colours, but they are all blending nicely into each other. Underneath. Okay, so next I've dampened my brush just slightly with some water. I should have done it with some fixed spray really. That one there, which is called Starfish. And we're going from inner corner. And we're going to build this up just a little bit, right to the centre, but only the centre of the lid. We keep that and right on, so we're going round really evenly. We're not blending that one. Can you see, guys? Obviously we want it nice and smooth on the lid, but we're not blending it into the crease. We're just leaving that as it is like that. Okay, then we're going to do the same the other side. Okay, that's it all blended in, and finally we are going to take, what's that one there? Ocean. We're going to take Ocean, which is this one down here. And we're going to put that on the very last bit. Like that, just covering the peachy colour. Just on the lid, only the lid. Just covering that peachy colour, and then with a finger, just going to blend that along so that it just blends into the peachy colour. The peachy colour that you put on first, that I wet first. Let that dry before you do this. So I'm going to do the same the other side. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then I shall go and film somewhere that's not artificial lighting, because I always like you to see it in natural lighting. What I've done is I've done the tutorial and applied it under my ring light, but I wanted to show you in natural daylight because it does show such a different lot of colours, and it's also very different. My skin looks very different under that light. I just wanted to show you really. So I'm right in front of my front room window now, so this is about as real as it gets. So I've got no other artificial lighting, so you can see the actual colours. I like this look. Kind of cheeky, isn't it? I quite like that look. So I'll put a picture of the palette and I'll go through the different colours that I used. I'll also list them in the box, the comments box below. Your input is really so important to me. How do you prefer me to film? What do you prefer to see? I try to make it as natural as I possibly can for you, and that is really, really important to me. I've said before, I don't have, you know, sort of any fancy equipment. I just do it on my phone or my iPad, and I've got little tripods and so forth, you know, and a little mic attached to my phone. But you can see the difference now in the colours than you could under the light. So I just want you to see it both ways, really. Obviously, I don't want it blocking when I'm filming. I want you to be able to see it sort of quite straightforward. But I can't really do that. I can't rely on the weather. So maybe I could do it like this. Maybe I could show you both ways. You let me know what you think. And I just want to please you, you know, I always do, guys. Okay, so that was the end now. That was the last of my palette reviews, and that's the last three were the three you asked for mainly, and this was a new one that I got a little treat. And I thought I'd share that with you too. I can do some more later on in the year, some different palettes, but we want to concentrate on other things as well, don't we? And certainly the next thing I want to concentrate on as far as makeup tutorials go is the base. Because at the end of the day, the base is the most important. To me, it's the most important. It's not really having really nice eye makeup if you've not got your canvas as well as you can possibly get it. So for the next couple of tutorials, I think we'll talk about the canvas and getting it natural and trying to hide those imperfections that we all have really without looking too cakey. So I think my next tutorials will concentrate on that. So I hope you've enjoyed these last 4 Saturdays. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I'll see you again on Tuesday. It'll seem short next week. It'll only seem to filming 2 videos. I'll seem like I'm on holiday. I've really enjoyed doing these, though. I really have enjoyed doing these. You take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Tuesday and be good. Bye.